Thank you for listening today. Happy 4th of July. I'm Elizabeth Nelson, and what a pleasure it is today to have Josh Wilson with us. It's just a little bit past 11 o'clock, and Josh is supposed to be in the park, at noon. So we got to let him skedaddle. But I wanted to ask you a little bit about last year. Mm-hmm. And I know last year you were planning to be here for the 4th of July concerts.
Yes.
And we were excited to have you, and you were excited to come, and something came up.
Yeah. Okay, so the song "Carry Me" is about my experience with anxiety and panic attacks. It all started one day last summer. I woke up real dizzy, didn't know why. Went throughout my day, happened again the next day, and the third day I was still just really dizzy, kind of this vertigo feeling. Mm-hmm. Ended up walking into a store and almost passing out, and called my wife and said, I think I need to go to the doctor. I don't know what's going on. And so I was able to drive. I drove to a little clinic, and by the time I got there, my chest and left arm were hurting, like excruciating pain.
Oh, my.
And I was having trouble breathing. And my arms and legs started to go numb. And I thought I was having a heart attack. You know, those are the symptoms of that. And so my wife took me to the ER, and we went in, and they said that it wasn't my heart, but that I had suffered a massive panic attack. And I didn't really know what that was. And so I thought, well, that's kind of odd, because I was working on the record. I was doing things I liked. I wasn't consciously stressed. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, that's really strange, because I don't feel anxious. I don't feel panicked about anything. And so I went home. I was glad it wasn't my heart. And it happened again that night, and the next day, and the next day. And I had a run of 5 concerts, and we hit the road, and I did 4 of them. And I was having these attacks during the day where I just lie in the van, just holding my chest. It would take 30 minutes before I could breathe again. A lot of them would wake me up at night. In fact, the 4th night, I woke up and the bed was just covered in sweat, and I still thought it was my heart. So I told my wife, I said, we need to go home. I need to see a heart doctor. Went home, saw a heart doctor. He said, it's not your heart. So they were telling me this, but I kept having these panic attacks, thinking, you guys are crazy. I'm not stressed about anything. They just come out of nowhere. So anyway, I was all geared up to come here, and was just praying, thinking, this is where I'm going to make it. I'm going to do great. I got to the airport. My wife was with me. We got to our gate. I was getting nervous. I was having trouble breathing. I got on the jetway. I walked down, and I literally could not step onto the plane. I was right there at the door, and I physically couldn't make myself get on. And I turned around, and I went back to my wife, and I said, I can't go. And I was devastated. You know, I was humiliated. I just thought,
Gosh.
You know, it was just one of those things that I felt so out of control.
Yeah.
And you know, I like to think I have everything in control, but that's not true. God's the one who's in control. And that song, Carry Me, came out of that time, and God has carried me through this time, and I've made so much progress, and that's why I'm so glad to be here today, to say that God has literally carried me here today, where a year ago I couldn't step on the plane, and I'm here to play a concert and talk about His goodness today.
Oh, got to play that song for you, Josh. Thank you for sharing your story. So here it is, powerful song, Josh Wilson. This is Carry Me on Positive Life Radio.